Hey kids, Kyle here. Tomorrow is day 21 for the eggs. Sometimes on day 20, they'll start to peep, and that's what's going on here. As you can see, we've got one that's starting to peep, and that's just simply a small crack in the egg as they start to hatch. And they'll do that 12 to 24 hours before hatching occurs. And so we've got a couple of them here. One right here as well that we've got peeping going on. So 2 eggs so far, but tomorrow we'll do our video and bring y'all up to speed as to what's going on. But they are starting to, it's under lockdown, which means that the incubator does not turn anymore, and the chicks are positioning themselves to start hatching. All right, kids, you can see this egg started right about there with a peep, then started to hatch, and they just spin in that egg and go all the way around until they can push the end off where the air sac was. Again, we talked about the air sac in lessons 1 and 2 and 3 as well. Once they start to crack through the egg, they get air, but to start with, they break through that air sac, and so that's what they're doing, is kind of spinning around where the air sac is, and then they're able to, at some point, push through the end. There you go. There he is, pushing through. All right, kids, here is the chick. It's pushed that end out, and as you can see there, there's the beak kind of up there towards the top. The air sac end of the egg, which is the fatter end, he's worked all the way around on the tip of that beak, but there's a little tooth called a egg tooth or and a beak tooth, and that tooth is just on there for about 24 hours and it pops off, and it's just simply there as a sharp little edge for them to just poke around the egg and chip away so that they can end up hatching, and they'll continue to spin. Again, as we talked about, as they do the first peep in the shell, it's normally 12 to 24 hours later before they really start to hatch. And the reason why that is once they peep, that yellow yolk absorbs up into their belly, and that's food for them to have in their system and live off of for about 48 hours after they hatch. They could eat before then, but they don't have to. You can see that little egg tooth right there is a little bit white. But as you can see here, that we've got a chick starting to hatch. There's the head pushing through. You can see the eye kind of looking at us. We can all wave and say, "Welcome to the world, little chick." You can see there he's blinking. They're real wet and a little slimy when they first hatch, but that's so that they don't stick to the inside of the shell. We try to keep our humidity up to about 65 when they're hatching, so there's plenty of moisture. You can see there's the end of the egg that where that air sac normally is, and it has hatched or it has cracked all the way around and created a hole for him to push out and go ahead and come on out. All right, so now we have a chick that is just hatched. You can see there's the egg it's come out of. It's very wet. It's taken lots of energy. So now he's just gonna lay there and sleep for a little while. But y'all can wave at him and tell him, "Hi there." There he is. Yeah. Good morning. Hi. Hi, everybody. So that's how a chick hatches, from the start of the peep that we showed all the way through to spiraling around or spinning around till that end, the fatter end of the egg, pops off, and then they push their way on out and they're into the world.